Welcome to the DIY3DTech.com channel.
Welcome to this episode of DIY3DTech.com. In this episode we're going to print this. So you might be asking yourself what this is, and basically I ran across this on Thingiverse and I thought it very interesting. And basically what it is it's designed to mount a set of LED lights on the Wanhao 3D printer, sort of like that, and then it mounts on the back side. So one of the pieces that I did do is I tried printing it the first time. The first time I didn't use really a brim or any type of mounting support mechanism, and it basically fell over and made a mess. The second time around I decided to use a brim, and did pretty good. So it held it up, and here we go. So, and then basically the idea, I'm assuming, is there's not a lot of instructions on the Thingiverse site. It is basically the wires will thread through these holes, and then what this does is this mounts through the back of the clamps that hold the X-axis in place. So you can get these off of these LED strips off of actually eBay. But before we go any further, I want to do a bit of a time lapse of this printing, and then we'll come back after the time lapse and take a look at how some of this stuff goes together. So off to the time lapse. Welcome back. So we've printed out the piece and we've now installed it. Basically how we've installed it, make sure I'm getting this on camera. I think I need to tip this up a little bit more. So basically what happens is this extruder only uses the center two holes on both of these brackets, so it leaves us the outer holes open. So what I've done is I've put in a number 6 screw about 2 inches long that goes through the back to bolt the unit on. And then I've snaked the wire for this through the cable chain here down into a 12-volt wall wart that I had laying around. So you can see the amount of light that it throws. It throws actually quite a bit of light, so it should be good for video and just, you know, seeing first layer height and everything. So I'm going to pop around to the back and I'll quickly show you what's happening back there. So here we are on the back side. So up here, I think I got to tip this up a little bit more so you can see it. So you can see the unit here. Push the cable chain out of the way a little bit. So you can see the unit here. The wires are threaded through one of the holes in the top. And you can see the number 6 bolts with a washer coming through in the back here pulling it tight. So it was quite the job to actually loop this thing through the cable chain. I had to actually take this up through the top because the bottom was so full I couldn't get it through down there. However, that's actually what took most of the time, and again, this runs down now to a 12-volt wall wart. So one of the things I'm going to do, though, is build a sort of a utility power supply for this, maybe to run a camera and some other things too. So I just kind of got it just wired direct, so I have to unplug the wall wart to turn it off. But I will be building a piece. However, again, you can see how much light this throws off. Putting my hand down here, so this is pretty bright. It does get pretty warm too, so I'm wondering how this is going to do with the PLA. Now there is a piece of double-sided tape on the back that I think will provide insulation, but we'll just have to see if the PLA stands up to the task. I've had it running a few minutes now. The LEDs are warm, but this back piece does not seem to be warm, at least of yet. So we'll have to see how it goes. But hey, anyways, neat addition to the Wanhao, and this is going to make for, I think, some improved video production out of the unit. So hey, if this helped you out, give it a thumbs up. I also put links to Thingiverse for this adapter, as well as eBay for the LEDs, so look below for that. And again, thumbs up. See you in the next video. Cheers.